everyone. Welcome to Simply Mom's podcast. Thank you for tuning in again if you've been with us. And if this is your first time, welcome. So today we're going to talk about an interesting story. But first, let me introduce my guest. She's a mom and so many other things that she's going to tell you about. And her name is Anna. Well, welcome to the show, Anna.
Thank you, Leo. Thank you so much for inviting me. Hello to all the moms and all the listeners and viewers. My name is Anna. As Leo said, we have been friends for a few years now. I am here to share my story with you. I am a mom of 4. I'm married and I'm originally Polish. And I have been in the UK the last 12 years.
Wow, did you hear that? We're going to talk about the emotional journey of leaving home. And, for that 12 years, how life has been and things like that. Yeah. So, Anna, do you want to share your story of moving away from home and how that felt like?
Yeah. Sure. It's been 12 years since we moved to the UK. I moved in November, 6th of November. I remember exactly 6th of November, 2012 it was. So I think before I move into details of how our moving came about, I have to say that I'm married to a Nigerian. So we are a mixed family. Yeah. We have 3 girls, age 14 because they're twin girls, then 11, and our youngest is a boy, he's 4. So I met my husband in Poland. He was there to study business. We met in a town where I was studying as well, in a student kind of setting. I think it was love at first sight. Yeah, it was things moved on very quickly. We were quite into each other, and this is how our journey started together. So we tried to make a living in Poland. We set up the business there. Things were going well. But unfortunately, some things were still not accessible for my husband to kind of live to the full. And I feel like there was moments where he just wanted a bit more, where he could just really, achieve his potential. So in summer 2012, we came to the UK for my sister-in-law's wedding. And I think that's where things clicked with him, where he saw how diverse this place is, and that maybe this might be a place in Europe where he will feel more at home. So it was a very quick decision. We didn't really think much about it. We came to visit in summer 2012, and in November we have already moved.
Wow.
To the UK.
That was quick.
That was quick, yes. And the thing is, I remember I came pregnant. I was pregnant with our 3rd daughter. I was 6 months pregnant.
Yeah.
And I just got a new job, and we were trying to expand some of the business that we were doing there. We used to teach English, and we used to teach some of the business courses. And I don't know, something just said to leave all that behind and come here. So the transition took probably a few months before we were able to close everything and transfer here. But I think the fact that I was quite young then helped not to analyze too much.
You're still young.
Think about it. Yeah. But then I was even younger. Yes, I was still in my 20s when we moved. So I think that's the thing of like advantage of youth. You just kind of go with it.
Yes.
Some try to, will it be fine? Will it be okay?
Yeah.
So I think it helped us to move quicker.
Man, good.
Here we are.
And the kids, the kids were a bit younger at that point.
So my twin girls were 2.5. Yeah. So I remember they didn't know what was happening. I think they just thought we were going for holiday. Because the first few days in the UK, I remember they keep asking, when are we going home? And I was like, we're not. So yeah.
Bless. And then you settled in so quickly because your sister-in-law was there as well.
Yes,
Still
but they helped quite a lot. I think they helped us to find a place to stay. I remember we moved to like a big those terraced houses in Elston in Coventry. And I've never been in the UK before, so I had no idea what to expect. Nothing.
Which is good as
Yeah,
well. because
honestly,
you
I
don't
had
have
no
any
expectations.
And then the rest is history, as they say.
Yes, the rest is history. I think we came with no plan of how things would be. We just wanted to settle and find the jobs, just search to kind of build home here.
Yeah. How hard was it or easy to find jobs at that time for both of you?
So I think at the beginning we just wanted to go for anything that will be bringing some income. So at first we all got very simple jobs. My husband worked in hospitality. I remember I was cleaning offices. So that's how we started off really. That's how it was. Nothing really too ambitious at the beginning, just to help us sort out the paperwork and the address, and you know how it is.
I know how it is.
Things going.
Wow, and then homesickness. How did you deal with homesickness? Because lots of moms come and then they get homesick.
Yeah.
How has that been for you?
Yeah. Yes. So I think first couple of years, the first few months for sure, it was difficult. I think I really felt that was the time when I felt the most alone I've ever felt in my life. Especially expecting another baby, having two toddlers, very lively. I appreciated my mom in those days because before we moved, we stayed together. We lived with my mom. So that was the time when I really discovered that I needed people. And even I think I would say that I'm a bit of an introvert. I love to be around people, but I don't have to be all the time. But that was when those first months in the UK, I was, I think, naturally seeking connections out there. So anytime I felt low, I will call my mom.
Yeah.
Or I will try to maybe cook something very traditional just to bring that taste of home to me. So it's difficult, but you just kind of go through it.
Yeah. I remember for me when I first came and I felt homesick, I would call home all the time.
Yes.
And especially when I hadn't yet found a job. So for me, the first 3 months I couldn't find a job. I was just doing like voluntary work in church and things like that. But I would be on the phone calling people back home.
Yes.
Calling my mom for like an hour.
Yeah.
Calling my sisters, for so long.
Yeah.
But after some time, you just get used to
Yes.
life. Yeah.
Definitely.
And then life just goes on.
That's right. I think I remember I was at the playground with my little girls, and I heard someone speak Polish, a woman with her child, and I would never be like very. I would never even think of doing something like that back home. That I would go to someone and just start talking to them. But I was so hungry, I think, of like connecting with someone that I came up to her, and we actually became good friends. That we're still in touch now.
Yeah.
I remember I would sometimes spend days at a place, just eating, talking, laughing. The kids will play, and it's really helped me, I think, to go through this transition period. I have a couple of friends like that I still have their contact. We still keep in touch.
Yeah. That reminded me, I've met so many friends in city center when someone is just talking on the phone in Luganda, and I'm like, I can't even like want to stop yet.
Excuse me.
Get your attention yet you're on the phone.
Yes.
Hello. And I'm like, who is this? I start introducing myself. Oh, I'm Leah. I'm also from Uganda, and that's it.
Exactly. You will discover parts of yourself that you didn't even know they were there. that you are just. I think it's just your human nature comes through like that.
Yeah.
We need other people.
Yeah. So, what has been some of the biggest emotional challenges that you faced adjusting to this environment?
I think having children here was hard, especially that first few weeks after I've given birth, like when I had my daughter Grace, and then my son later on. It was difficult. I think I really needed someone to be by my side, someone familiar, someone that I know, like my mom or my sister.
Yeah.
Although my mom always came to help, but maybe not like immediately, or maybe she would stay for a bit. But I think anytime I go back home and I see my mom and my sister, how they relate to each other and to my sister's children, I see that they're much closer than my children are to my mom.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that I find it's quite hard sometimes to get over, that I wish we were closer together.
Yeah.
So having children, I think that was difficult. But also, I think I realized that I had to rediscover myself as a person, because I believe I am a believer. I'm a Christian, and I believe that God placed me here for a reason. True. So I think I had to rediscover myself as Anna, as stripped away from where I came from all my Polish heritage, from all my family ties. I felt like I had to kind of accept myself, embrace myself, and kind of accept that this is home now. Yeah, so let me be myself and maybe try to make a change where I am. Or as they say, flourish where you plant it.
Yes. And it takes time sometimes.
It does.
Because you're always thinking you're going to go back. Yeah, sometimes. So that takes a lot of effort.
Oh, yes.
To say that, let me flourish where I've been planted.
Yeah.
Like you said. To any moms out there who have just come to the UK and you're maybe homesick, or you're feeling like you've left a lot of your life behind, the most important thing is to embrace this stage of your life and try to find roots to plant yourself. Like, for example, we have faith and fitness.
Yeah.
So for me, that group has really helped me to stay planted in this area. I'm like, where else am I going to find place like this?
Exactly. Yes. It's a very good point. So I feel like what I mean by I had to rediscover myself, also to discover that I can't do this on my own, that I do need other women like yourself, any others that are really strong women, and they're passionate, and they bring something to the table that maybe you don't always have.
Yeah.
And I feel that community really helped me to stay strong and to keep going, even in those low moments, which we all get, where you wish you were back home. You could talk to your mom, spend the weekend there, or, but...
I can relate 100%.
Yeah.
But yeah, the good thing is when we decide, I think it's the decision when we decide that now we're going to be present in the land that we're here now, then we start thinking of how are we going to help our children,
Yes.
to also feel like they belong.
Yeah.
Sorry, viewers, Mr. Man is complaining a bit.
I think he has something to say.
So how do you stay connected to your family, to your family roots, and maintain your ties with your home country?
We call home as often as possible. So that's one thing that kind of keeps us connected, which I'm grateful for technology. And
I
this
know,
has
right?
developed so much since we arrived. Now, we can video call, and if anything is happening that they want to show us, that we want to show them, we can just flip the phone and they can see everything.
Yeah.
So that's just one basic daily thing that we will do. But I think what really helped me and my children Because sharing stories is one thing, like when I will tell them, for example, what we do back home. But I think going back home for holidays, or some like longer breaks is always helpful. So we go every year during summer holidays, and most of the time someone from the family will come over here, my mom or my sister, to stay with us for a bit. So then, we just do a lot of Polish cooking. Language obviously just keeps going and going.
Do they understand the language now?
Yeah, so my older girls, because they were born in Poland, when they started speaking, they spoke in Polish, but and they understand, I would say, most of it. But with speaking, it's always a bit tricky because English is just present everywhere. Me and my husband, we speak English to each other.
Yeah.
But my older daughter, she's very keen and she's learning Polish. She's reading. She's learning the grammar. She's very into it, and I always try not to force them to do anything because it always has the opposite effect. So I kind of left it. But I naturally will speak Polish to them. It just comes natural when they are born, and even now, when I get a bit upset with them, I will,
As you do.
of course, I will speak Polish so they understand. And I believe if they really want to learn, they will.
Yeah.
They were. We do watch movies in Polish. And obviously, my mom, she can't speak English, so I always tell them that you have to try. You just have to try, say something if you want to connect into your grandma. So yeah. And obviously, we celebrate, traditional holidays like Christmas or Easter. We always do it in a traditional way. We will cook our food. Like for Christmas, we always have a dinner on a Christmas Eve, so on the 24th. So we will do that. So we share bread together. Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard about that tradition
Yes.
of the 24th.
Yeah.
So do you open the Christmas present then on that same day?
Yes. So back home, that's what we would do. We would open the gifts on the 24th. But obviously now we've kind of adjusted some of the things we do. So we will have the dinner on the 24th, but the kids will open the gifts, and we will open on the 25th in the morning.
You know what? Just bring him.
Did you have him on any of the videos? Or do you...
Oh, see. He's not really that hungry, but I think
Are you mixing out? Eh? Are you mixing out? Yeah. Hello.
You want to be in the video?
Have you been able to find like a sense of community to help you settle in the country?
Yes, absolutely. I think at the beginning in the UK, as I said, I naturally was looking for some Polish moms, or mostly moms, to connect with. I think that really helped me to transition. But with time, just like back home, you wouldn't be friends with every Polish person here, because obviously you like someone that is like-minded. So I found a lot of people that are my friends now from different nations. That would be through church, or sometimes through school. And I find that immigrant moms here, they always have something in common. That little pain that they share, and they just they just kind of find comfort in each other's company. So like yourself, or many other ladies that. I would never be able to meet if I was back home. I'm able to be friends with them here, and I love it because it's like you learn from each other.
Yeah, like that's true, because we are like all like now multicultural.
Yeah,
It's like
yes,
international.
exactly.
Yes, Polish, Dutch, I don't know, Dominica,
Yes, Congo,
all different countries. So I guess like I wouldn't have had that if I was back home.
exactly.
Yeah, so I find it interesting, and I feel like that's well, me, I'm grateful for that community of different moms from different countries. Personally, it has helped me settle a lot in the UK.
I think that's what makes it happen. I think without people, there is just no way you would have made it by yourself. Like I said, and even me, like I would say, I'm more on the introvert side. I learned we need each other, and it's just funny how it just naturally will come out that you will naturally find ways to connect with others. Yeah. So I think that's the main thing.
Brilliant. So what advice would you give a mother, an immigrant mother who's just come into the country?
I think to any mother, immigrant or not immigrant,
Yeah,
I would say love yourself, ladies.
Yeah.
After yourself, because you are so precious. And I think it's hard to raise children in this era we are in, whether you are in your own country or abroad. So look after yourself. Take time to rest and nurture yourself, because a lot depends on us. So that would be my first advice. But to any particularly immigrant mother, have faith and stay hopeful that things will get better. That's for sure.
Over time,
yes. So give yourself time. Don't rush things.
Yes.
Just let them happen naturally. But seek community. I think that's very important. Even if you feel like, I don't have it in me, I can't speak to other people. I would say take that step of courage and faith to reach out to someone, and don't be afraid to ask for help. I mean, that's, I think, like the main thing. Ask for help. We need that. We need that. As much as we want to be super moms,
who do everything.
Not possible, no. And it's actually a great strength to be able to say, I've delegated this, or someone helped me with that, and I was able to just relax or anything. So, I think that's my two main things I would suggest, advise.
I guess also seeking community helps you. Like, for example, like when we meet, sometimes you come, my teenagers doing this and that. Oh, no. My.
You feel like you're not alone. It's not just me.
Yes,
it's not just me. Yeah, it's really good. I know there's so many things you can be doing in this time, houseworks or other things, but believe me, you come back a better person from get-togethers like that.
So, and also self-care. Self-care. We do we sometimes do some getaways as ladies.
yes, we need that. We need that. But on even daily things like, I think when you feel like a wave of overwhelm is coming, just take a step back. Just take some time to yourself. There's a lot of pressure now, and we want to stay happy and healthy. And I think our children also feel and sense when we are like content with ourselves, then we just better all through in all areas.
True. Looking back, is there something you think you would have done differently when you look back now on the 12 years? Like lessons learned. Anything that you look at and you say, looking back, maybe I would have done this differently, or
I think
is it all good?
I think in general, I try not to say I would have changed anything, because we all always learn from all those mistakes. But I think one thing I would have done, probably like worry less about the little things, like that mess or those dishes, or things like that sometimes will be making me so upset. I think that's one thing I would have changed. Just worry less about the little things. Trust more that things will fall into place. And I think I would have asked for help more. But I know this now. So I think if I did make that mistake, I wouldn't have known. So I think it always happens for a reason.
You're right. I guess you're always worried about the house looking clean, and then this, and then getting upset over
house. Honestly, it's not worth it. especially now that you see your children growing so fast, and you feel like when they are small, it's like time stops. Everything is slow, and then when they reach a certain age, it just kind of goes too fast, and you sometimes wish they were still smaller.
So basically, enjoy the moment.
Enjoy your moments. Yes. Pleasure. Enjoy the moment.
Enjoy the moments. That's what I'm trying to do. Enjoy this stage, because before you know it, you'll be running, walking, and then they are gone. Oh, so when they are teenagers, they don't want to be in the same room as you.
Yes, I know it's painful, it's hard, but that's another thing I think I would say I'm learning, and probably all the moms, just act of letting go, and as we go through stages, because you have a baby, you have teenagers. Similar to me, my boy is 4 years old, but he's still very dependent on me.
Yes.
So you learn, to accept the seasons and the changes, and that, okay, then they needed me more when they were little.
Yeah.
But they don't need me anymore. But that's the thing, isn't it? We raise them so they can go and be their own people.
And I guess also to like let them make their own decisions.
Yeah. Yes.
To allow
mistakes and learning. Yeah. It's tough. It's tough, but
Allow them to say no.
well, of course.
Said no, allow them, to stand on their ground when they don't believe in something.
Yeah.
Thank you, Anna.
You're welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you very much for listening to me and Leah and me sharing my story. Please, guys, subscribe and like this podcast and share it with others if you found it encouraging. And hopefully we'll see you on the next one.
Yes. Cheers. Bye. She is not having it. Well, I'm a mom. So today